Good morning, everyone. My name is Zsirpuncakess Gaming. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be doing top 5 Call of Duty Zombies theories video. If you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to go down there and drop a like, and it is appreciated. And let's get into it. So, theory number 1 for the day is that the blank photo in Black Ops 1 is Shadow Man, and resembles that even though sometimes we don't see him, he's always watching our characters in Black Ops. So, I like this theory. We don't know that much about Shadow Man, so I'm not going to go too deep into this theory, but we learned a little bit more about Shadow Man in one of the DLCs. I forget the exact number, but we learned that he sent a reporter to Shadows of Evil, or Morgue City, and Rick Toffin eventually killed the reporter. So, I like this theory because Shadow Man is kind of a mysterious character, like he's always watching, but whatever. So, that is theory 1. Let's get into the next one. Theory number 2 is how did the bottom half of a German teleporter get into the Pentagon, or AKA 5 in Black Ops 1? On the 3rd floor of the map 5, you can see the edge of a German teleporter. Now, you may ask, why is there a piece of German technology in the Pentagon? Well, that's because the U.S. got their hands on that piece of German technology and tried to make their own teleporters, but they were not so successful as Rick Toffin and Maxis. Well, so if you've played and used the U.S. teleporters, you realize they're red, for number 1. They take you to random locations, number 2, and the zombies can follow you through the teleporters and wherever you're going. So, obviously, you can see that they're not as advanced as the Russian ones and German ones. So, that is why the bottom half of it is in there, because they were trying to make their own teleporters. Theory number 3. Nikolai died in Stalingrad. Now, Stalingrad, or better known as Gorod Korovi, is one of our newer maps, and the Battle of Stalingrad was one of the bloodiest battles and involved Russia and Germany. Now, we know Nikolai is Russian, so the Gorod Korovi is based on Nikolai. Now, technically, if you guys played Origins and stuff like that, his older version has already died, so technically, with him aging, yes, in that map or in that level, whatever you want to call it, he could have died. He could possibly die. So I'm not gonna go too much into that because it's kind of a wild theory and has really no evidence to back it up, except for the stuff I just gave you. So with that being said, let's move on to theory number 4. So Samuel is a zombie. Now, Samuel, of course, I'm referring to the transit crew, Stu Linger. Now, this theory does make sense because there is an audio clip between the voice inside Samuel's head and Samuel. Now, we don't quite know who the voice is. It could be, people say it's Rick Toffin, people say it's Maxis, people say it's Dr. Monty. There's a lot of things, not a lot of things. There's a lot of things, theories, but there's not a lot of evidence to back this up. So, something ignited this theory in that audio clip. The voice said, "You don't want me to tell him about the flesh, do you?" And Samuel said, "No, you cannot tell him about the flesh." And Samuel said this in the video clip, and in the audio clip, and in a video clip we see Samuel is eating what looks to be either a zombie arm, leg, human arm, something like that. Now, this does prove that either number 1, he is slowly turning, or number 2, that is the point which he started turning. Because if that was a zombie arm, he could not have known that maybe the element 115, was in that arm or something like that. He was hungry, But, anyways, let's move on to theory number 5. Now, this is one of my favorite theories because it makes a lot of sense, has a lot of evidence, and that is Richtofen has moved on from Samuel and is now controlling Marlton from the Black Ops 2 Transit crew. Now, we know that Marlton is kind of the nerdy science guy, but so if you play the map Nuketown and you go into the bunker and knife it, you can hear Marlton say lines like, they tell me to leave, I'm the one reporting this place's behavior. Now, after multiple times of knifing the bunker, you can start to hear Richtofen. Now, this could be just something Treyarch threw in as a secret, but it could also mean Richtofen is controlling Marlton, or Marlton is Richtofen's like errand boy, or I don't think that Richtofen would be in there with him. Maybe it's just a voice inside his head, but other people can hear it. I don't know. But now going back to the thing I said earlier, that Marlton, they asked me to leave. I'm the one reporting this place's behavior. This could possibly be a hint towards Samuel. My bad. Marlton works for the CDC, the CIA, or Group 935, because someone would ask him maybe to report or to record this place's behavior, which is Nuketown. They could have told him the missiles were coming, the 3 missiles that hit Earth from the moon. They could have told him they were coming, told him to get in the bunker, and then afterwards told him to go out from time to time and record what was going on outside, how people were behaving, if anyone was left alive, how, environment was behaving. But yeah, I like this theory because it had a lot of evidence, and it could have been just something, Treyarch just threw in as a little secret or nod to the transit crew, but it could be something that's completely more in depth than that, and that they want you to, or the really hardened, people that look for Easter eggs, they want them to find that so they can, start doing what I'm doing right now, creating theories and, thinking, get their minds, thinking about this stuff. But with that being said, that was my video on the top 5 theories. Hit that like button if you guys want to see one next weekend, or next week, my bad. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!